Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Speak Smart podcast.
Right.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into future planning.
Okay.
You've shared a source that's structured like a friendly conversation about setting goals,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounds like you're looking to distill some key principles and practical tips.
Yeah.
I'm excited to unpack all of this with our expert and see what gems we can uncover.
What I find intriguing about this source is its holistic approach.
Okay.
It's not just about career or finances. It's about weaving together personal growth, education, health, and even your support network.
Right.
It's like creating a tapestry of a fulfilling life, thread by thread.
I love that analogy. So let's start with the foundation.
Yeah.
Personal goal setting.
Sure.
The source mentions that without goals, people often feel lost or unsure.
Yeah.
Why do you think that resonates so deeply with us?
Well, think about it. Without a destination in mind,
Right.
It's easy to wander aimlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Goals provide a compass, giving us direction and a sense of purpose. It's like that old saying, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there.
Right.
But in this case, it's about choosing the path that leads you to a future you've consciously designed.
So it's less about a rigid plan and more about setting intentions.
Exactly. It's about clarifying what you want to achieve and then taking steps to make it happen.
Okay.
And this source emphasizes the importance of setting both short-term and long-term goals.
Yeah.
It's like having milestones along a journey.
Yeah.
Short-term goals give you those quick wins, those bursts of motivation that keep you going.
But how do you bridge the gap between those quick wins and the larger long-term aspirations? That can feel daunting, right?
That's where breaking things down becomes crucial.
All right.
This source actually talks about the power of chunking, taking a large, intimidating goal
Yeah.
and dividing it into smaller, more manageable steps. Imagine you're writing a novel.
Okay.
Staring at a blank page can be paralyzing.
Oh, yeah.
But if you focus on writing just one chapter, or even one page at a time,
Right.
the task becomes less overwhelming.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And I heard the source had a really interesting point about writing down your goals. It's not just about remembering them,
Right.
It's about something deeper, right?
Absolutely. There's something powerful about externalizing your goals. Research shows that the physical act of writing things down engages different parts of the brain,
Oh, wow.
strengthening memory and commitment. It's like making a contract with yourself.
It's like making it real, tangible, and maybe even a bit more official.
Exactly. And that sense of commitment can increase your likelihood of following through. The source also talks about sharing your goals with supportive friends or family.
Okay.
It's not just about accountability. It's about tapping into the power of your support network.
That reminds me of something else from the source. The importance of celebrating even small successes. Why is that so crucial, especially when we're talking about long-term goals?
Think about it. If you're focused solely on the end goal, it's easy to get discouraged by the length of the journey. But by celebrating those small wins, you're acknowledging your progress, boosting your motivation, and reinforcing the belief that you're capable of achieving what you set out to do.
It's like those little bursts of positive reinforcement that keep you going. So we've talked about setting goals and building a support system.
Right.
But how does this all translate into specific areas of life? Let's start with career goals because the source gets pretty specific there.
What I appreciate about this source is its emphasis on proactivity. It's not just about wishing for a dream job. It's about taking concrete steps to make yourself a more desirable candidate.
And one of the things it really dives into is the importance of continuous learning. It even uses the phrase becoming a lifelong learner, which I thought was really powerful.
It's about recognizing that the world is constantly changing.
Yeah.
And the skills that are valuable today might not be as relevant tomorrow. By embracing a mindset of continuous learning, you're not just staying ahead of the curve, you're demonstrating adaptability and a thirst for knowledge qualities that employers highly value.
The source even gives some practical advice on how to approach continuous learning right.
Yes, it encourages exploring various avenues. Online courses, workshops, conferences, even reading books and articles in your field.
Okay.
It also talks about the importance of networking, not just attending industry events, but actively building relationships with people in your field.
And in today's digital world, that often means leveraging platforms like LinkedIn, right? The source actually gives some pretty specific tips on how to use LinkedIn effectively for networking.
It emphasizes the importance of creating a strong profile that showcases your skills and experience, engaging with content in your industry, and reaching out to people you admire or want to connect with.
Wow.
It even suggests joining relevant LinkedIn groups to expand your network and participate in industry discussions.
So it's about being present and engaged, not just having a static profile.
Yeah, exactly. It's about using these platforms strategically to build meaningful connections. And speaking of connections, the source also delves into the importance of seeking mentorship.
Okay.
Having someone who can guide you, offer advice, and share their experiences can be invaluable, especially early in your career.
And it even provides tips on how to find a mentor, which can feel daunting for some people.
It suggests reaching out to people you admire, not just those in high-level positions, but also individuals a few steps ahead of you in their career who can offer relevant insights. It emphasizes the importance of being clear about your goals for mentorship and what you hope to gain from the relationship.
I love that. It's about approaching mentorship with a clear intention and being respectful of the mentor's time and expertise. But let's not forget about another crucial aspect of career success that the source highlights: work-life balance.
This is where the source's holistic approach really shines. It recognizes that achieving your career aspirations shouldn't come at the expense of your well-being.
It even uses the phrase avoiding burnout, which I think resonates with a lot of people, especially in today's fast-paced world.
Burnout can be a real roadblock to achieving any goal, not just career goals.
Right.
So the source emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries between work and personal time,
Yeah.
making time for hobbies, exercise, and spending quality time with loved ones.
It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle that supports both your professional and personal growth. And it even gives some specific tactics for setting those boundaries, which can be helpful for people who struggle with that.
Absolutely. It talks about strategies like scheduling dedicated time for non-work activities, setting up do not disturb modes on devices outside of work hours, and even having open conversations with colleagues or supervisors about your need for balance.
So it's about being proactive about protecting your time and energy. Now, this naturally brings us to another area where goal setting plays a crucial role: education. I was really impressed with how the source dives into different learning styles, which is something a lot of people might overlook.
Understanding your learning preferences can make a huge difference in your academic success. It's like having a personalized study plan that caters to your strengths and weaknesses as a learner.
And the source even suggests taking assessments to figure out if you're a visual learner, an auditory learner, a kinesthetic learner, or a combination of these styles.
Once you know how you learn best,
Okay.
you can tailor your study strategies accordingly.
Yeah.
If you're a visual learner, you might create diagrams or mind maps. If you're an auditory learner, you might record lectures and listen to them multiple times. And if you're a kinesthetic learner, you might benefit from hands-on activities or even role-playing.
I love how practical this advice is. It's not just about understanding theory. It's about putting that knowledge into action.
Yeah.
And the source doesn't stop there. It also talks about the importance of utilizing resources like libraries, online courses, and study groups.
It's about recognizing that you don't have to go it alone. There's a wealth of resources available to support your learning journey. And it emphasizes the power of collaboration, explaining how working with others can enhance understanding, provide different perspectives, and keep you motivated.
It also encourages something that a lot of people might hesitate to do: asking for help.
That's a great point. The source challenges the notion that asking for help is a sign of weakness. Instead, it frames it as a sign of strength and a commitment to your own growth.
So it's about recognizing that everyone needs support at times. And seeking guidance is a smart move, not a sign of inadequacy.
Exactly. And this ties back to the theme of community and connection that we talked about earlier. Whether it's a study group, a mentor, or even a teacher, having someone to guide you and offer support can make a huge difference in your learning journey.
It's about building that network of support that will empower you to achieve your goals. Now let's shift gears and talk about an area that can sometimes feel intimidating: financial goals. The source provides a really comprehensive overview of what financial planning actually entails.
What stands out to me is how the source breaks down the seemingly complex topic into manageable steps, starting with the foundation, budgeting.
Right.
It emphasizes the importance of tracking your income and expenses to understand where your money is going.
And it doesn't just stop at tracking, right? It provides specific strategies for creating a budget that works for you, whether it's using spreadsheets, budgeting apps, or even the good old-fashioned envelope system.
Exactly. It's about finding a method that fits your lifestyle and helps you gain control of your finances. And once you have a budget in place, the source stresses the importance of building an emergency fund.
This is something I think a lot of people might put off, especially when they're first starting out. Why is having an emergency fund so crucial?
Imagine facing an unexpected car repair, a medical bill, or even a job loss without an emergency fund. These situations can quickly spiral into debt and financial stress.
Yeah.
Having that safety net of savings can provide peace of mind and prevent those unexpected events from derailing your financial progress.
It's like having that buffer that gives you the space to breathe and make rational decisions, even when things get tough.
Precisely. And once you've established that foundation of budgeting and emergency savings, the source delves into other key aspects of financial planning, like managing debt.
It even provides different strategies for tackling debt, like the snowball method, where you focus on paying off the smallest debts first to gain momentum, or the avalanche method, where you prioritize high-interest debts to save money on interest charges.
It's about finding an approach that aligns with your financial goals and personality. And it emphasizes the importance of seeking professional guidance if needed, whether it's from a financial advisor, a credit counselor, or even a trusted friend or family member who has experience in this area.
So it's not about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing when to seek expert advice.
Right.
Now, beyond managing debt, the source also talks about investing for the future, which can feel overwhelming for a lot of people.
The source demystifies investing by breaking it down into simple terms and emphasizing the importance of starting early, even if it's with small amounts. It highlights the power of compound interest, where your earnings generate even more earnings over time.
It even gives examples of different investment vehicles, like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, explaining the risks and potential rewards associated with each.
And it encourages exploring different investment strategies based on your risk tolerance, time horizon, and financial goals. It even mentions target date funds, which are designed to automatically adjust your investments as you get closer to retirement.
It's like having a built-in roadmap for your investments, making it easier to stay on track. Now, speaking of retirement, the source also emphasizes the importance of saving for this stage of life, even if it seems far off.
Starting early is key, even if it's with small contributions. It highlights the benefits of employer-sponsored retirement plans, like 401ks, which often offer matching contributions, essentially free money from your employer.
It also mentions IRAs, individual retirement accounts, which offer tax advantages and can be a great option for those who are self-employed or don't have access to a 401k.
And it encourages individuals to regularly review their retirement savings plan and adjust their contributions as needed based on their financial goals and life circumstances. It's about being proactive and staying engaged with your financial future.
It's like having that long-term vision and making sure your actions today are setting you up for success in the future. So we've covered a lot of ground here: budgeting emergency funds, managing debt, investing, and saving for retirement. But the source doesn't stop there. It takes a holistic approach by including health and wellness goals, recognizing the interconnectedness of all areas of life.
It's about understanding that our physical and mental well-being are essential for achieving our goals in any other area. The source even calls health and wellness an investment, which I think is such a powerful way to frame it.
It shifts the perspective from something we should do to something that will benefit us in the long run. It's like investing in our own happiness and well-being.
Exactly. And the source provides a variety of tips for incorporating healthy habits into our daily routines, starting with the foundation: sleep. It emphasizes the importance of getting enough sleep for physical and mental restoration.
It even mentions specific strategies for improving sleep quality, like creating a relaxing bedtime routine, avoiding caffeine and alcohol before bed, and making sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool.
And beyond sleep, it stresses the importance of managing stress. It acknowledges that stress is a normal part of life, but provides tools for coping with it effectively, like exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, and engaging in hobbies that bring you joy.
It even suggests incorporating mindfulness techniques into your daily routine, like taking a few moments to focus on your breath, or simply noticing the sensations in your body.
These practices can help you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions and develop a sense of calm amidst the chaos of daily life. And of course, the source highlights the importance of staying hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day.
It even mentions the benefits of carrying a reusable water bottle with you as a reminder to stay hydrated. And speaking of healthy habits, it also talks about the importance of nourishing your body with a balanced diet.
It emphasizes the importance of consuming plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein,
Yeah.
while limiting processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats.
Right.
It encourages exploring different healthy recipes and finding ways to make nutritious eating enjoyable and sustainable.
And of course, it wouldn't be a complete guide to health and wellness without mentioning exercise.
The source highlights the benefits of regular physical activity for both physical and mental health.
Right.
It encourages finding activities you enjoy, whether it's dancing, swimming, or playing a team sport.
It even suggests incorporating movement into your daily routine in simple ways, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or going for a walk during your lunch break.
It's about finding ways to make movement a natural part of your life rather than a chore. And most importantly, the source emphasizes the importance of listening to your body and adjusting your goals as needed.
This is something I think a lot of people struggle with, especially when it comes to fitness goals. They push themselves too hard,
Right.
get injured, and then get discouraged.
The source reminds us that self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for sustainable progress. It encourages paying attention to your body's signals and resting when you need to, rather than pushing through pain or exhaustion.
It's about finding that balance between challenge and self-compassion. It's about recognizing that our bodies are incredibly intelligent and giving them the respect they deserve. So as we reflect on this deep dive into future planning, what's a key takeaway that's resonating with you?
What strikes me is how this source emphasizes the interconnectedness of all these different areas of life. It's not about compartmentalizing goals into neat categories. It's about understanding how they influence and support each other.
It's like that saying, all roads lead to Rome. But in this case, Rome is a life that feels both fulfilling and balanced.
Exactly. And that brings us back to one of the core themes that has woven its way through this entire discussion: the power of support and collaboration.
Okay.
Whether we're striving toward personal, career, educational, financial, or health goals,
Right.
having a network of people who believe in us can make all the difference.
It's like having a team of cheerleaders, coaches,
Yeah.
and advisors all rolled into one.
Yeah.
They can offer encouragement, guidance, and even accountability when we need that extra push.
And don't underestimate the power of celebrating each other's successes.
Right.
Those small victories along the way can fuel our motivation and remind us that we're capable of achieving great things.
It's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and forget to acknowledge how far we've come. So for our listener out there who's feeling inspired to start planning, what would be a good first step?
I'd encourage the listener to take some time for reflection.
Okay.
Think about what truly matters to you in each area of life. Personal growth, relationships, career, education, finances, and health.
Wow.
Once you have a clear picture of your values and priorities, you can start setting goals that align with those core aspects of your being.
It's like starting with the why behind the what.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great place to leave our listener today, with a sense of purpose and a toolkit of strategies to start crafting a future that feels both meaningful and achievable.
And it's important to remember that future planning isn't about creating a rigid blueprint. Life is full of surprises and detours, so adaptability is key. It's about setting intentions, embracing the journey, and celebrating each step along the way.
And remember, you don't have to do it all alone. Reach out to those supportive friends and family, find mentors, join communities of like-minded people, build that network that will help you thrive.
That's such a powerful reminder. We're social creatures, and our connections with others play a vital role in our overall well-being.
Well said. Thank you for joining us on this Speak Smart deep dive into the world of future planning. We hope you've gained some valuable insights and feel empowered to start creating a future that's truly aligned with your aspirations.
Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep planning smart, and keep speaking your truth.
And thank you for listening to the Speak Smart podcast.